Hi guys, welcome back. We are now in the middle of the afternoon. I did take a break lesson planning so that I could feed my kids, supervise some cleaning that they do on Saturday. We do like a major overhaul cleaning on Saturdays. That way we get organized and everything's cleaned up for the week. So all they have to do during the week is just kind of maintain it. That's why in the mornings it's so easy for us to get through our morning routine. Every night I do make sure they pick up their room, so in the morning there's like minimal mess to clean up. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I did not work on finding those videos and stuff yet. I wanted to go ahead and get this video out to you guys because I am starting to lose a little bit of stamina or whatever. I don't know how people do their videos, and so many of them the way that they do, because this is a lot of work. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Right now I'm looking for a spot where I want to put Jerry and Kelsey's plans that I'm about to make. Anyway, so first of all, let me explain to you how I organize and plan for them. For their reading, that is like literally one of those open and go things. There's nothing supplemental that we need. There's nothing supplemental that they need. It's so like all I do is literally just write the next morning what we did for that day. So like right now, I think we're like on lesson 146 or 147 in a reader. That's all that it is with reading. They don't need any supplements as of now. They're not struggling with any of their concepts yet. So reading for them, I don't even need to deal with that. Now, let's talk about math, which I think I'm gonna go ahead and divide these up into two piles. Jerry and then Kelsey. So, all right. One thing that we do is handwriting. I go through their folder to make sure that they have just about everything that they need. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean for handwriting. And I did not have Jerry's handwriting folder, but I have it now. So anyway, what I do with handwriting, I make sure they have at least like 4 pages of handwriting sheets in their folders, and it looks like Jer is about to run out of handwriting sheets, so I'm gonna put just a few. So I'll take his handwriting book and then I'm gonna just rip out a few pages so that he's not running out of handwriting sheets. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna do one more page. A total of 3 is fine because it's front and back, so that's a total of 6 lessons. I don't even need to write that in my planner as far as a list of plans. I don't need to write that down at all. So we have his handwriting taken care of. The next is spelling and vocabulary. So I'm not quite ready to do anything with his spelling and vocabulary yet because we have not taken our test for the week. We will probably take it either today if he feels prepared. If not, he'll take it tomorrow. I did have to incentivize their spelling. So I usually give 2 weeks for spelling tests, okay, for them to really learn the words, run the phonetic spellings of it. I mean, not the phonetic spelling, but learn how to spell, learn all the phonics aspects of their words and all the spelling exercises. So for every spelling lesson, if you're using Horizons like we are, and this goes for Elijah as well, there are 5 different activities for your spelling activities. And it's just these little lessons, like let's say these are his new words for the week. The lesson will start off like this: a blank page here for him to write the words, how he thinks it's spelled, and then the corrections of it, and then practice it again. And then this one is like to use writing skills on this page. He needs to, like, number 1 says write 2 sentences using your spelling words, and number 2 is just another page for him to practice his spelling words. Now here's where all of the activities begin. They give you the word list, and then they want you to write the plural of each. Here it's like find a spelling word that rhymes, and on the bottom it says write the new words, and it's just different things to get you familiarized with the actual spelling lesson. So what we do is, the way I have spelling set up, I'll show you the old stuff. So this is what I do when we complete it. I rip out of here the next 5 or 6 pages from the lesson, okay? When we're done and he's passed the spelling test and we're ready to move on, I put this page, the very first assignment, which shows his spelling words. That way, in my mind, I know, oh yeah, that was this week of spelling words. And it shows you the week, lessons 26 through 30. And I have all this stuff in order. It is so easy to organize. So for this particular quarter, we have all of these. This is what it looks like. I stapled the whole entire spelling unit together. I go ahead and hole punch it. So when I clean out their stuff at the end of the quarter, it's ready to go inside the binder. So anyway, the first page shows where they get their first spelling list. And I give this to them as soon as they pass one spelling test. They get so excited to see what their new spelling words are. I just let them write them on here. And then this is his actual spelling test. So we can just show it. Hey, this is where he passed it in his grade. And then like any retest or any practice words goes here behind it. And then I'll start putting the actual spelling activities, lesson 26, 27, 28, and I do it like that. So it looks like Jerry still has one more. He has like a spelling worksheet he needs to do. So he's gonna have to do that maybe tomorrow before he takes his test. And then once he's done, I'm going to rip out everything for the next set of spelling words. I'm gonna clip all the old stuff together, the list of spelling words on top and the spelling test on the next sheet, clip it together, hole punch it, and put it in the folder. And then I'm gonna get the new stuff and put it in here. And the reason why I do it like that is because the kids would get so mixed up and confused as to what they were working on, and it was just so much easier so that they could see, oh, this is old stuff, without them, like there could be a new sheet under an old sheet and they're like, I'm done with this unit. And I'm like, how? And then, no, you're not done. There's still some more new stuff under here. So I just want to get rid of all the new stuff, the old stuff, and properly put that away. All right, so I went over handwriting, and then the last thing I want to go over with Jerry is his math. So what I do is I don't really put his math lesson out like I do his reading lesson, but one thing I will do is I will look and see, what lesson he's on. So he's going to be on lesson 44. Now, most of the time, math is very self-sufficient for my children. They are able to go through without needing very much assistance, because this is a spiral-based math program. So they're going to keep on drilling in your head what you've learned in the previous lesson and slowly sprinkle in something in the new lesson. So he's been doing quarter hour time. So here I'm going to put, if I find that pen I like so much, the dark blue one. Yeah, and it's gone. Okay, oh, here it is. So I'm gonna put Jeremiah's math. I'm gonna put lesson 44 and what I feel he's gonna need help with. I think he needs to review. We're gonna review (45) and 15 on the clock, okay? Because he might need more help with that. And then that's pretty much it I feel he's gonna need for that. Now, lesson 45, he's gonna need a math lesson, adding 3 numbers, because this is a new concept for him. There is a good chance he picked this up when I gave Kelsey her math lesson on it, because she got a math lesson on this. So this is his first time really doing it himself. So the purpose of this right here is to remind me that before he begins his math lesson, he needs an actual, before he starts his math book, he needs an actual math lesson. So I'm gonna get the whiteboard, a chalkboard, whatever I need, whatever visuals, manipulatives, and I'm gonna actually teach the lesson. I'm gonna go over examples, and we're gonna do a couple in the book. So I know a lot of times we get so oh, this curriculum's open and go, it's easy, we don't need to do this, we don't need to do that, and it's just totally fine. No, you, especially when it comes to math, you need to make sure that these kids know how to do this. And it's going to save yourself time if you go through and you know that this is a new concept that's been sprinkled in, because that's what they do with Spiral Math. They sprinkle in new concepts. They make sure you know the old, and then they start sprinkling in the new. So you need to go over it as a mom and make sure, oh, did they add something new? Do I need to go ahead and give a math lesson before I turn him loose on his homework? Because it's going to save you a lot of time. If I'm working with Elijah on his reading book and Jerry needs help with math, then I'm going to have to stop because he needed an extra math lesson or a review. Now, don't get me wrong, there still are times where I will give a math lesson and they still need help. But it's a lot minimum if you go ahead and teach the whole entire lesson and then have to go back and help them. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the rest of this, I think that he pretty much is going to know how to do it. So I think that's all I'm going to do. I just checked a couple the next few lessons. Now, Miss Kelsey, I'm going to go. Let's move on to her and her math. She's almost done with her. Well, I already showed you what we do for spelling. Same thing with her. She's still working on her words from last week. So that's fine. Let me look through her handwriting folder. Yeah, she's definitely going to need some handwriting sheets. Just a couple more. So I'm going to rip them out of her book. Make sure she has handwriting. Oh, I did not tear that good. There we go. Great. Oh, well. It happens, y'all. All right. Now let's look at her math. She's way back there with math. And girlfriend is killing it. So she is on, oh wow, it's only 80 lessons in here and she's on lesson, it looks, oh, I didn't check lesson 75. I better go check that now. Subtraction, I don't think she's very familiar with this, the big numbers like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and come over here and put Kelsey's math. I mean, more than likely she's gonna do this lesson on Monday, lesson 76, 2 plus 1 digit subtraction. And then we also probably need to review lesson 77, which is horizontal to vertical addition. Just give her plenty of examples. Okay, and then it looks like lesson 70, oh, so 77 is also, it says write the next 3 even numbers. So I'm gonna write that, write next 3 even numbers. Okay, and then lesson 78, I know she's gonna need some help with. It says write next 3 numbers counting by 8. So this way I have a visual of how much time I need to spend helping and all of that. Let's see, I'm just going through now. And then she has test 8 coming up. Oh, that's another thing. When she has a test, I'm going to look at all of the, so it looks like for number 1, she needs to know her ordinal numbers, even numbers, even versus odd. And she's gonna have to write vertical. And then no subtraction. Subtract 2 digits from 1. Okay. All right, and then lesson 80 is it's super short. That's it. Look what she wrote in her book. This is so adorable. This is why I love homeschool. Like, you know, in public school, you can't do that. All right, and then I'm going to highlight this stuff because I love highlighting. It makes it just pop. There we go. So now let's move on to health. I first need to see where I left off with my health plans. Okay, done with that. And then, okay, I think we have a couple. Listening to learn. Okay, we did that section. Okay, so lesson 4, what can we share? Learning to cooperate. So I'm thinking we need to do lesson 6. Let me go in my teacher book and see what, I believe we're on unit 3, lesson 6, if there is even a lesson 6. Yeah. We have 2 more things. Learning to cooperate. Wait a minute. This is grade 1. Unit 3. Oh, I'm in the wrong unit. Okay. I'm on unit 3. Yeah, learning to cooperate was the last one. So now we're on my amazing body. I think what I want to do is, we did unit 5. That's done. I guess let's just go ahead and do unit 4, my amazing body. So I'm gonna look and see what those lessons are going to be about. And this is where, you know, like I said, it's just planning. You got to know what you're about to teach, because if you don't know what you're teaching, 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to want to deal with it. So I'm going to put on here, we're on unit 4, and then lesson 1. Fearfully and Wonderfully Made. It's on page 83 of my teacher's book. So I'm going to go to page 83 and I'm going to look to see what it's all about. Let's see. So we're going to talk about things our bodies do, amazing things our bodies do, and how God created it. You know, talking about skin. I'm going to put that on here too. Just growing. Okay. And then lesson 2, I'm just going to stop here because I already have 2 plans that we need to continue. And then this is another 2 that I'm going to do. So we're going to do the 5 senses. How are our senses the window to God's world? That's pretty good. Okay. Keep strips of manageable length. Draw about 5 or 6 shapes. Okay. We can find objects and see, this is me reading what this book has, because the one thing about Horizons Health is you really got to be creative, because there is nothing really in the book to just specifically outline. It just gives you a basis of what you're talking about. But I do believe that it's for actual classrooms. So I'm just going to say, find things you like. And what senses? And then I'm looking at the student activity. Trace the outline of a class member on mule paper. Oh. So they want you to draw a mural. I don't have any paper like that, but I'm pretty sure I'll figure that part out. So that's, I think we're good for that. Like I said, we had two lessons that we hadn't even gotten to yet, and now we got these 2 lessons, so that's good. So next is Wordly Wise. Let's go to Wordly Wise 1. We just wrapped up a unit. I never start a Wordly Wise unit. If it's after Wednesday, it's too late to start a unit because I use it for 3 days, okay? We have the first initial reading, learning the first 5 group of words. Then we have the second, I'll read it again on the second day in the words 6 through 10. And then the third day is when we do all the reviews, and then we do that little journal where we have to draw the picture. So that's usually how I do. So it looks like we're on, oh wow, we're moving and grooving in this Wordly Wise. So we're on lesson 9, the half scene. And on this, I am just going to put on here what picture cards I need. Cards 81 through 90. And I need concept card 9. And like I said, these are good for 3 days. And then I'll go to lesson 10. Car wash adventure. I'm just going to write down the cards that I need in the picture card, and that's it. 91 through 100. And then I need concept card. Careful. Can you clean that up, please? And then I'll do one more, lesson 11. Welcome Wheels. These kids have gotten a lot further than Elijah gotten on his Wordly Wise from last year, because like last year it was so difficult trying to figure out how to fit his whole entire schedule in, and it just didn't work out as well. But he kind of joins us on this one, so he's not missing out that much. So I think it's a total of, how many lessons is in here? 15, and we're already on 9. So this is something that we're gonna absolutely be able to wrap up before our summer. But as you know, with our whole curriculum situation, this summer for summer school, we are still going to be doing reading and math. Well, I don't think Jerry and Kelsey are gonna have to do math. Well, I know for sure, I'm almost certain Kelsey is not gonna be doing math. But Jerry may have to do a few units for math. Kelsey, please, no whoopee cushion. Okay, go ahead.
Just one time.
Whoopee cushion. Okay. Anyway, so I know for a fact Kelsey's going to be completely done with her math, but I'm still going to be keeping her math skills sharp. Like maybe I'll just give her a worksheet or something, or she can do her little school zone addition or multiplication, because she does multiplication as well. Excuse me. Jerry, right now, he is, let me look at his math book. Oh, here's his math book. I believe right now, see, the thing is, Kelsey's already on lesson 76 for math. And Jerry is on 44. So it's very, very hard to say. I think what I might do is try to squeeze in one math lesson on the weekend. Yeah. But anyway, regardless, everybody's going to have to do at least one lesson in math and one lesson of reading. So we can at least try to get back on track to their current grade curriculum level or whatever. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. The only thing I am kind of concerned with is that we're not going to move in April. It looks like we're going to be moving in June. I'm glad for a couple reasons. Some reasons it will work out, and some reasons it's just like, I'm interested how I'm going to be able to keep my kids' work up to date. What I'm thinking, what I might do is like maybe rip out some pages in their reading and math books and like maybe put together a little packet for us to work on while we're traveling or while we're waiting on housing and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure we'll get it together. Slowly but surely, we're getting caught up on just about everything. It's not happening as quickly as I would like it to go. And then we have some issues, like there's some lessons Elijah, he just gets stuck on. And I just refuse to move forward until I feel like he really, really knows this stuff and he's completely, you know, that's worth more than trying to get through his curriculum. So, but anyway, so I guess now that this video is done, I am going to move forward to Elijah and what he needs to do. So just give you a minute. I'm gonna kind of clear off the table, put these two things away, and then bring his stuff, which his is starting to require a little bit more planning and preparation. But like I said, as long as you have all this stuff together, it just makes the school day go that much better. So anyway, give me a minute and I will see you back.